Okay. So for today, on the different participants, we've got Telecom Italia, Orange, Deutsche Telekom, Telefonica, not Vodafone yet. We've got Ericsson, hello Rehab, and Nokia. I don't think so. Not Nokia yet. And we are pleased also to welcome Canonical, Red Hat, White Stack, and Wind River. Did I miss someone? No? Okay, so let's go. I have to remind our Linux Foundation Europe policies to have a calm and quiet meeting and with lots of well-being. And currently, our next TSC will be the 23rd of April. And concerning the general news, we will have a demo of Green Dashboard for next TSC. Waymin, do you confirm? Waymin, are you confirming the demo of Green Dashboard for next TSC? Okay, so you confirm after, Waymin. I'm not sure you are hearing me. No. Okay. So directed fund, we will have a new directed fund meeting tomorrow. So we have no news to share for today. And I don't know if someone has some governance topics to manage today. No governance topic to manage, okay. So we will switch to the different work group. Concerning the work group 1, so I will do the update. And Andrew, as you are also participant, and Andrian and Benjamin, you were here yesterday, so don't hesitate to complete. So we are discussing and we are working on the next release of the Telco Cloud Stack, the v1.4. Hello, Naomi. And the main objective is to release it early May. So it means we will freeze we will have a feature freeze mid of April to manage the CI and so on for the end of April. And so for the main features, here it's just a quick wrap up. We'll have the introduction of a refactoring of the cluster API part, so the management, with more modular approach, for example, to add a new infra provider, so something we discussed, for example, with OpenNebula. We'll upgrade our storage part to v1.8. And last topic, we had a proposal to integrate Ubuntu Kubernetes as tech preview in this release, and the target is to have it in a full GA for the v1.5. The team is still working on the v1.3. We are supported it, so if there are some bugs, we will fix it during this period. This has been planned. Concerning host-based routing, I don't know, Vuk, if you want to share a word.
No, Guillaume, actually, there were no significant updates in between. So we are still waiting on our open source program office of Deutsche Telekom to sign the corporate contribution license agreement to Sylva as a prerequisite for us to be able to start the steps for donating the things. We are having regular meetings within the work stream, or not work stream, but the POC activity. But there are no major changes. We are expecting to start the phase 2 of the POC, or to continue with phase 2 of POC that should validate containerized FRR as a routing agent after we validated the 6-wind VSR there. So we are now going with another flavor, which is open source. But I will update when we are more advanced.
Thank you, Vuk, and welcome Uni from Nokia. So we are switching to the workgroup 2. Luis.
Hello. Can you hear me, right? Well, not many updates really. With the backlog, we are still working with the 4 workloads in progress. We are completing one in Telefonica, but still is not completed, so working on that. And since the last time, we completed the definition of the platform upgrade validation and workload upgrade validation. This was presented last week in Sylva Dev Day. And we completed already the demo of we have ready the demo of the platform upgrade validation with a real workload, the 6-wind, again, the VSR from 6-wind, that will be presented tomorrow in the validation team meeting. So basically no many updates. And for the next, we plan to complete the validations. It happens that in Telefonica, once we finish the one we are working, we will not have more, so we will plan to revalidate those that Orange has validated in their platforms, to validate them in Telefonica platforms, so that we demonstrate different environments, and then that the workloads are cloud native. We will keep reviewing with the CNTI team the use of the test suites for the validation of security guidelines. So script as the scripts. So using the suite as the scripts for some of the guidelines in security, and we will then run a complete security validation for any of the workloads we are working today. For instance, the Druid from Rimes, the Rimes Druid workload. So that's all. No many updates actually this week.
But it's very good news concerning this security script. It's something that will accelerate our validation of the network functions internally. So it's very valuable output. Thanks.
Okay.
Concerning any question to Luis? Sorry. No. Okay. Crystal clear. So we are following with workgroup 3 with Mihai and
yes.
Probably a security workshop at the end.
Yes. Yes. So next week we are starting the security workshop. We are pretty done in terms of preparing the agenda, the topics, the meeting links. So for those who are interested to join some of the sessions, we can provide the online links for you to join. Very briefly, in terms of what exactly are we going to tackle. So we're going to do some sessions regarding the reviewing of the EUCS guidelines, which we have been working on. But we are also going to go into more technical topics, such as IAM modularization, where we will define some granularities in terms of what we want from IAM perspective. We will go in topics related to alarming and monitoring, and as well as supply chain, which is the focus on the SALSA framework, OpenSSF, and the security hardening and what feature lists we should have. There's also some free space in the agenda because there are our colleagues from Thales are also interested to contribute with some topics, and they will probably be in the afternoon. So yeah, that's very much all.
Okay. Any question to Mihai? No? Okay, so just a comment on my side. We see many interlock with supply security of the supply chain and so on. So I really think, Naomi, that it's something we need also to visualize how we are working with OpenSSF outputs. I think it's valuable for both projects, this synergy. And I will present you to the PMO of OpenSSF.
Perfect. Thank you.
That is also Naomi.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
Okay. And I think we will come back on this topic on the workgroup file. Concerning sustainability, Wamin. I mean, do you have an issue with your microphone? Is Wamin still here? No? I think Wamin has issue with his computer because he was on the Teams previously. Okay. So no, we will see if he can join after all. I think we have some topics on the workgroup file. Who's going to present them? I can start with.
We have our beloved leader of the workgroup file on the bridge.
Yeah,
Andre, Mr. Vieira, are you there?
I think he said he had a conflict during the first 30 minutes, and we've flown through this meeting, so I don't think he's here yet.
Okay.
So it's been very fast. Guillaume, you said you wanted to start with something.
Yeah, I can start with what has been done, and please complete me. Just to come back on the. So last week we have a pretty busy week at the KubeCon. First of all, we have the Sylva Dev Days. So just to introduce that I open a repo where the different participants have already shared lots of deliverables. So you have this in the communication and option. We have a specific repo on the Sylva Dev Day for this occurrence. So you'll have all the presentation here. So thanks for the team to upload this so we can share to many of the teams. So for example, on the Immutable OS, we had a pretty good session. And here it's a PDF with the minutes of a call. And some others has done the same for the GitHub. So you'll find this. Perhaps Nicola and Julie, you want to add some topics about the Sylva Dev Days feedback?
About the feedback, so Naomi prepared a survey that is going to be sent to the participants. I don't know when we will send it, Naomi. I think maybe today or tomorrow.
Yep, literally in about 20 minutes. And Guillaume, thank you for flagging that link again too, because I'll be sure to include that the link to the GitLab page as well. So yes, you all who were there will receive a survey shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's for the feedback part regarding the Sylva Dev Day. Since you were there, do you want to say a word about the Telco Cloud Native Day?
Yeah. So we had a presentation on Tuesday at the Telco Cloud Native Day with Oracle and Orange about Sylva and GitOps for network functions and cloud lifecycle management that is easy with GitOps. You've got the video here that has already been published by the CNCF. And I just want to share a slide of photo yeah, so just to recap the week, with the Sylva Dev Day, it was in a very efficient place where we have small rooms, big room for catering. We have also a plenary room in a lovely place near Paddington. Concerning the telco, so the Cloud Native Telco Day, Philippe Ansarguet and Gergely, Philippe Ansarguet from Orange and Gergely from Nokia organized almost a full day of sessions, half of day, and we have pretty good meetings. And these are the three speakers about GitOps and Sylva. We had a Birds of Feather LF Europe event. Normally should have been in a small audience, but you see that we have hundreds of people in front of us. And at the end of the meeting, our technical team met lots of interested people or potential contributors to Sylva. And on Friday, we had a keynote with Philippe Ansarguet, with Tom Cleveland, with Ericsson also. Sorry, I don't remember the name. And with Joel Studler from Swisscom. And Swisscom and Orange insisted on their participation within Sylva. So it was in front of, I don't know, 10,000 of people. So it was a really good opportunity to share to the community how we are progressing with Sylva. So that's it. Any question before I give the floor to Nicolas and Julie and Naomi, of course? No? Okay. Floor is yours for the end of the Workgroup 5.
Okay, I think what's important for Workgroup 5 or for Sylva for that matter is are the upcoming events. We have a lot of them. So we have 2 open source summits. One in Denver, which is in end of June. Then the open source summit in Amsterdam in August. And so for these 2 summits, the goal was to host a Sylva mini summit. So the important question is, because for Amsterdam might be easier, but for the open source summit in Denver, do we have participants to the project who will participate to the open source summit in Denver? That's the first thing to know. And if so, are they willing to present the project, for instance? Because hosting a Sylva mini summit requires to have a lot of people on the ground. Like when we do a mini summit, it's let's say half a day. So we need 4 to 6 speakers in order to make something, a bit fluid. So yeah, for Denver OSS, do we know if we have participants to the Sylva project that would be there? On Orange side, I can say that there will be no one participating to the OSS Denver. What about the rest of us?
Telefonica, no one is attending. No, 25th of August it is, no?
Okay, thank you, Luis.
Also from team, I don't think we will have any participant.
Okay, thank you, Carlo.
Same with DT.
Okay, team.
I can pitch in from the Red Hat side. We'll need information on, what we want to present and things like that to be able to say whether or not we'll be able to support it.
Yeah, but do you know, Andrew? Do you know whether you will be there or like Ran or yourself, people who actually follow tightly the Sylva project, or that both of you guys won't be there?
So currently we are not going, but again, to get the approval to go, we need to set up that that what will we be doing, narrative with our management. So it would be most likely myself and Jian Zhu on kind of the working group 1-ish side as a viable target. But again, we do not have approval yet for travel past Dev Day. So we just need to work quickly on what it is, put in the description so we can go after the approval for travel for it.
Okay. So currently, really, just to explain the sequence I have in mind is check who plans to be on site. And clearly, if we don't have sufficient, let's say, if we don't reach the critical mass of several participants, then I think we'll disregard the participation to the Sylva presence in the Denver Open Source Summit. So first, I'm just doing the potential inventory of participants. So Andrew, I'm going to keep Red Hat as a maybe.
Maybe.
Potentially,
correct.
yes. Correct?
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Okay. Are there other companies around the bridge which can give me a status? Or by default, I can consider it a no for everybody else.
Joni here from Nokia. It is maybe for Nokia. Usually it is my colleague Kerkeli who joins these open source or even Sylva summits. So
okay,
I need to check with him.
Okay, clear, Joni. If you can get back to Workgroup 5 on that matter, would appreciate it.
Yeah.
For Wind River point of view, somebody from the US might be there. It's not going to be me, that's for sure. Amsterdam is a different story, but I'll check if we can get somebody from the US folks or from Canada.
Yes, but in this case, it would be somebody who doesn't have any direct knowledge of the Sylva project, correct?
Correct right now, but we are trying to build the more wide Sylva knowledge at Wind River at this point.
Okay. So same. Timo, if you can get back to the Workgroup 5 on that, for instance, on the Slack when you have more visibility. Naomi, can you remind me what is the deadline for? Because we have a slot currently. The OSS. If we need to release it, what is the deadline?
May 27th is the last day we can cancel without a financial penalty. So we still have a little bit of time. And I will say that, when the governing board wanted to prioritize Mini Summit in North America, it was primarily because we saw such a great turnout for Europe. So we figured that it was going to be a little harder to get attendees on this side of things, since the majority of the Sylva-based community is in Europe. So this is just like a tester event, so we don't have to feel bad if we do need to cancel. The one in North America is a half day, so it's only going to be about 4 hours. So even if we only had like a couple of sessions and just use the room as, a gathering for the community just to have open discussion, that's also an option. But just wanted to let you all know that it's the one in Europe that we're aiming for a full day. And I didn't drop that link on the Open Source Summit website yet because we're going to be added to their website this week.
Okay, very clear. So I propose we do the way forward for the companies who said maybe please get back to Workgroup 5. We will kind of make the decision here, discussion with the chairman as well, and then we will give our recommendation to the governing board, which is in the end the body that will decide.
Yeah, from Ericsson's side also, I'll have to check internally. I mean, we will for sure have someone on site, but I'll have to check if that person is directly involved in Sylva or has the context. So I'll check and get back.
Thank you, Ria.
Do we have specific sessions already kind of outlined for it if it goes on that we would be able to take back on our side for approval.
I think Guillaume linked the agenda of the one we did in 2024, just to give you an idea of the content that was presented.
Okay, so it'll be similar. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, for sure, there is an introduction to Sylva, because the goal to Sylva Mini Summit is to get newcomers on board. So it's not like a Sylva Dev Day, which is specifically dedicated to the contributors project. This one is for newcomers.
Nokia plans to participate at Denver Summit. I already got confirmation.
Okay. And when you say Nokia, it's Gergely?
Gergely Chattari, yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Any company wants to give a feedback regarding Denver participation, or we have everything? Going once, twice. Okay, so do we want to do the same survey for, do we have time to do the same survey for the participation to the Amsterdam Summit, or?
Yeah, we can give the answers in the chat for the different companies.
Yes, works for me. So guys, same question for the Amsterdam Open Source Summit in August. You can give us a hint as to which company intends to participate.
Nokia will, and same participant.
Okay, if you can put it in the chat, then
sure.
we can. Thank you. Very good idea, Guillaume. Thank you for that. I know in terms of event, there is also the EU CNC, which is beginning of June. So I know Orange intends to participate. We have colleagues from Romania and Poland who will be present there. Is there any other company which intends to participate to this event? The intent here is to coordinate the messages on the Sylva part.
Yeah, sorry, which event are you speaking of?
EU CNC. So you have the link into the not the minutes, but the preparation page.
Okay. Yeah, not on our radar at Red Hat right now.
Okay, so I take it as a no from other companies. And the last one, which is actually happening next month, is FutureNet in London. And for this one, I think it was added by Andre. Naomi, do you have any context on this one? Because to me, it's slightly or totally new.
Yeah, so Andre's company, and forgive me, it's escaping me, will have a booth at that event. So I know that they asked for, stickers and handouts, but that's the only information that I have. But I've also gotten other requests from people from this community asking for similar things. And this is something that I need to add on the governing board agenda, because this wasn't something that was already pre-approved in the budget to where I'm sending stickers and booth materials out to events. I don't think it's an issue, but I just need further approval before I keep doing this, because I think another company reached out for the same thing. So just wanted to flag, like, I see y'all's request. I just need to get further approval, but unfortunately I don't have any other information regarding the event that Andre dropped, just that his company will be a sponsor there.
Okay. So let's take it as an information that Self-Focus will be present at FutureNet London. They have a booth, and I guess they intend to present, at least in a way, Sylva. And it's more a request of stickers and so on, just to advertise Sylva on their booth. Okay. And with that, I think we're good for the... we have something else for the workgroup 5. Sorry. Pretty heavy day for us. Julie, you want to pitch that part?
Yeah.
It's regarding LinkedIn.
Guys, we are actually planning our future publications on our social. And one social media really interesting for the project Sylva is LinkedIn. And we wanted to have some publication from you guys, actually, from the leaders of Sylva and the participants of Sylva. And we wanted to ask first, our first victims were Carlo Cavazzoni, Nicola Homo, and Kai Steuernagel. And we wanted to get for May or for end of April some posts from you guys about what you do in Sylva, why is Sylva important to you, and so on. So I wanted to ask you during this meeting if you agree to it, if it's okay with you, and so on.
So the goal is to make our LinkedIn account, the Sylva project LinkedIn account, a bit more dynamic. And for that, we really believe the content is driving everything. And the best content providers are the people actually participating and contributing to the project. So really, since you asked the question, I'm going to say I'm okay. I'm not a big fan of LinkedIn, but I'm going to do my best endeavor to provide something actually appealing. I do my best. Yeah, we get some help.
Okay, I'm not a big fan too, but I will try to do something.
Thank you, Carlo, brother. We suffer together.
Okay, and is Kai here? I will contact him via email.
Yeah, I don't see him connected.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay. And hello, André.
Hello. Sorry for the delay, but I think I was on the end of the working group 5, no?
Let's say work group 5 as being heisting the last 15 minutes of the call. So I think we.
Okay.
Just on my side to see if there are some participants interested to submit a CFP for the open source summit. So on the main event, yeah. So if there are some partners that are interested, I think Orange might be interested also. So don't hesitate. I don't know.
Okay.
We can do a multi participants presentation. So
we will. It's good that we have people interested, and we can have a more strong proposal. In Denver, I just wanted to highlight this because we need to cancel the participation if we were not going to have anyone there. Just to do a call out if anyone is going to be in the open source summit in Denver.
Sorry, we discussed about this previously, so I engage you to have a one-to-one discussion with Nicola just after.
Okay.
We finished earlier, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
We know that's okay. That's cool. Let's talk after. We have the input.
Perfect.
So don't hesitate to contact me on the CFP if you want to be there and if you want to contribute to a CFP. We will define together a topic.
Sure, perfect. Thank you so much.
So Gilliam, is that one for the Denver or for the?
No, for Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Amsterdam. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Last is concerning the workgroup 6. So it's just a teasing for tomorrow. They will discuss about NIS2 regulation and how we can manage in a transparent way the CVE on the cloud native network functions. And another topic is to discuss about some limits of the GitOps and what we can do in the future to avoid that kind of limits. So it's an open discussion on this, and we will have also some Flux CD experts where we can discuss how we can modify the product or if we can have some workaround on this. That's it for the workgroup 6. Okay, for all. Any question related to workgroup 6 or any other topics?
Sorry, I joined late. So I don't know if you already discussed workgroup 1.
Yeah, presented the results, but you can give other information if you need, Thomas.
I'm just reading through a summary, but it seems that it covers the significant part indeed. No, yeah, indeed, we are still targeting the same release date, but given the collision between KubeCon and the holiday period in France, we are likely to have to delay a bit the feature freeze, which may also delay a bit the release date. So this is just a heads up on the fact that it's possible that we'll have to skip a bit the actual release date.
And are we still targeting feature freeze for mid of April and early May for the V1.4?
Yeah, this is still the target. Just a warning that we might skip a bit.
Okay. Is there any question to Thomas? Because I presented the workgroup 1 at the beginning of the meeting. No? Thanks. So we're going to close this meeting.
Just
Thanks,
yeah, a couple things just to wrap up from Dev Day and KubeCon and things that we were mentioning to bring here, right? Just want to put things on the radar, figure out when we want to talk about them and things like that. We've talked about formalizing the framework and getting that, articulated a little more. We have we've gone ahead and created the Slack channel for it, but the question on the table was to bring it here and have a discussion at some point around how we want to take that forward. So today is probably not the right day for it, but I wanted to figure out when we want to have that discussion here on that, as it's one of the hairy topics that we were all discussing at Dev Day.
So Andrew, if you want to, I think it has been discussed. So if you want to progress on this part, don't hesitate for next TSC to prepare, I don't know, one slide to describe the intent, how do you want to proceed on this topic, and when we can decide how to organize this in the project.
Okay.
Yeah. So come back to Carlo and I for next TSC, the 23rd of April. If you want to have a specific discussion on this topic with the support and how we can manage this in the future.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And there was another one that I'm forgetting now. I forget what it was. Yeah, good enough for now.
Okay. Thanks all.
All right. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Quick call.
Bye.
Bye.